This is a compound that they use for cars. You know when they spray a car and then they polish it? They use this, but they use it on a machine. They run a machine over it. And it's quite not sticky. It dries out and it gets hard to use. So I'm going to come and apply this, because if you put too much on, you're just going to waste it. It's got no VOCs, no solvents in here whatsoever. So this one's quite safe. I can use it. Inside here is just a bit of cloth to give it a bit of body, and that's it. All right, so now let's start. Please do not underestimate this stuff. Again, stay away from your edges. Okay, it has got a grit in it. It will remove material. You might have to have a little bit more on just in the beginning to get my cloth going. Okay, and I just spread it all around and I start to rub. And I rub hard. I've got to get some effort into here. And don't neglect the sides. When I say the sides, not the edges, the sides. Because when you tend to polish something, you always tend to stay in the middle. You give the middle more attention than you do the edges. So give the edges attention. You see it starting? Okay. Again, the smoother I make it, the better it's going to come out. Okay. If I put too much of the stuff on, it starts to stick horribly.
So it doesn't matter which direction.
No, not now. You won't. It'll scratch, but they're so fine that you won't be able to see them. If you do have a fine scratch, it'll disguise itself if it goes with the grain. Again, don't neglect the edges. It's starting to look really good. Okay? And I'm now going to literally do the whole instrument like that. And then when I'm finished that, I can just do a light rub right at the end on my edges like that. The edges will get done automatically. When I'm doing that, you see it folds over a bit there.
Yeah,
you see that?
Definitely.
And then when I'm doing the side, it'll fold over. So you don't have to touch the edges, will happen automatically. If I go consciously on an edge like that, I'm going to wear it through chop chop. And this will prove to you that it's all about the surface preparation when spraying. If I've got a bad surface, I've left a scratch in there, this what I'm doing, the spraying in this does not remove the blemish. You've got to get it out before. So preparation, surface preparation is paramount. Then once I'm finished that, I then take my microfiber cloth and I clean it.
It's sparkly.
Does leather chamois work just as well?
I don't know. Can you see that?
It sparkles.
Beautiful, eh?
Yeah, too much.
Once I'm finished that, I'm going to do the whole instrument like that. So let me do the back for you here, and you'll see. All right, can you see what's happening here?
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that shine on here now.
It is shiny.
Now, I want to show you something here. Now I can start on my edges. So, okay, so I'll continue until I've got that sheen or shine on there. See it there? And also, let me just get the side, the end here.
It looks looking pretty good, man.
So you do the whole instrument, edges everywhere, here, rubbing here, even here on your frets. You buff this up over here, the whole work. So how we do that? Very easy. You just rub it that way, and I rub it that way, and you carry on until this whole thing. But do the frets last because it's going to eat. You see what it's doing to the sock. These already got holes in, so don't. Okay, and you polish the whole instrument up so that it's looking beautiful. Okay, so if you want, I'll finish this one because then someone can take the sock, the neck.
This is already sparkling.
It's already good.
Which other polish you polishing again?
With that pink one.
You're bringing all the magic out.
Right,
You've
so
already got it out.
there is your instrument. And You can hold that in your hand so long, just feel how nice it is. Now, always nice to see what you started off with. Now, on your machine heads that you're going to get, or tuners, there's a left and a right. The little hole must point down to the bottom like that, see?
Okay.
Alright, make sure also when you're working that those little screws are not under your instrument, okay? So what I do is I put my ruler, so I put that in position like that, and that will keep it to be straight like that. Before I put the screws in or even mark it with a ruler, I've got them over, and I'll take the washer. You'll see the washer, it's polished on one side. That faces up. So the nice side faces up.
You can see sparkling shiny stuff side.
And then this is the nut. You put it on. You screw it down. And the easier one to do now is you just take your spanner now, and I'm holding the one that I'm working on. And I'll turn it down just till it nips. Stop. Okay? Next one.
Same story.
Not tight. Now it's nipped, and they now, with a bit of pressure, can move. And go a little bit tighter, not too tight. Turn over, and now I set them straight. So I put that over here. Now I set that straight like that. Okay? Got it? Next one. Do the same thing. I'd rest it and lie down like that. And I get it so that it is then straight, like that.
So in other words, we first start with the first two. Do we try it?
No, put all four on like this.
Okay.
And once it's like that, carefully put it down. Then I take the drill. I'll check to see that I'm not going to go through. You do not at this stage want to go through. Believe me.
Because you're not getting that out.
No, not quickly. It is repairable.
Not
Right.
here though. I mean, like there's no.
So you're done there.
I'm done there. That's it. Now put it in. And these screws are very small. It's just to stop it spinning. You don't have to go gorilla and tight. Okay.
Go pinko.
Yeah, okay. Now put all four screws in. Like that. So I will come around and I'll drill
For us.
all the holes for you.
Yes. But at least we know next time what to do.
And then once I've done that, I'm going to show you how tight to make this nut on the other side. Now, if you want to be professional, the screw's got a head that looks like this. Big obviously. It's got a little cross in there. So what I do is I line all the crosses straight. So when I'm finished, I don't leave it like that. That's wrong. There's the other one in line. There's the other one, and they're all in line. If it was a slot, they'd all run with the grain. Okay, so you look carefully, and then you turn this thing so that the screws run in a line. So that's why I say don't make it too tight, and you get them to all run
The same direction.
in one direction. You'll probably find that no one will ever notice this.
I'll look at instruments now to see that.
But you might find one person who'll pick it up, and if he sees that, he says, oh, okay.
This is what's up.
Like all of us now.
Yeah, I'm creating this movement.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I've set that in now. You can see if you look at it now, it looks nice and straight.
Yes.
And there's the instrument.
Wow.
Now, the last part that I do
To take
is I take this out, but now remember I'm turning this way. It's going to want to pull this thing this way.
Oh, so you need to hold it.
So I hold it with my finger, and then I tighten it, and also, not gorilla, just nip it. And that's it. That's how we put the machine heads on. Then you can pick off, when you finished everything, you can pick off that little white, and it'll become silver.
Yes, you need.
Once you've all done that, then I'm going to come round and we're then going to, I'm going to come around and drill the holes for you. And then after that, we're then going to take the strings and put the strings on. Okay, so.
Do that first. We do this first, huh?
I think let's do that first, and then I will come and we'll put the strings on.
I hope there's no movement.
Battery's dying.
Oh, battery.
When you say to my guitar, I get extra worried.
So what we do is when we put the string is now going to come to the machine head, comes over the nut and then travels along to your saddle, which will be sitting over there like that. Okay. Very important. My scale length, remember, is from here to my saddle. That's a very important distance. So what I do is when I shake my nut, I cut a slot with these little files. Remember the little file that I cut in?
Yeah.
I cut the angle towards the machine head like that. So when my string comes over, it makes contact on that point right over there. You're going to get 4 strings, and 2 of them are the same. You see they'll both be in 11. The 11 are the thin ones, you know where they go. So you start off with any one you want, it doesn't really matter. Please be careful of the string on the end. It's very sharp. The way we do this now is I just take this and you thread the string through the hole.
Jimmy,
Very
are you
easy.
gonna do yours upside down?
Yeah, no. I want it to
Pull it out.
the same way.
Oh.
The same
You're not
way.
going to make it too tight yet. You're just going to put the string on. Now, how long do I make the string? From that machine head here to this machine head is the length that you're going to do it. Like that.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so what I do is you line the hole up of the pin so that it faces that way. And just do all of them while you're here. I wind it so that it now goes under the string, under this one, okay? And you wind it up. It'll take a bit of winding. And then what's going to happen now is that pin has got a taper which will force, as you wind it, it forces the string up to the top and it pinches where it comes through the hole and that holds it in to stop it slipping out. Then later on we'll just cut that off. Okay, so I do that and I get my 261 like so. 272. So I'm measuring from the fret, I'm getting it parallel. And that looks pretty cool, eh? Got it quite close first time. And I hold it down now, carefully. I'll draw a line. I'll draw a line there.
So,
Don't press too hard with your pencil because you'll dent your top. Okay, light lines, yeah? Okay. And I only have to do the 2 outside strings. I don't have to go and do all of them. The other ones will be close. Remember, it's an average. And I can remove this bridge off here. I can pull this other tape off. And I want to get this guy out of here as well. So what should I do? I lift this tape up here, take that out, and then I put that back so it goes to the mark that I made there. And now I slide my bridge back to that point there, in that point there. And all I want to know is where this bridge is going to go to glue it on. And then what I'll do now is I'm going to test, I'll set it again and I'll test the intonation and check that it's exactly the right place. If it's not, I'll move it and then I'll put a piece of tape at the back and that'll be set. Alright, so let's get the new measurement now. So from the fret here, the 12th fret, we are going to be to the center of the bridge, 276. To the center of the saddle, sorry, to the center of the saddle, 276. Do it again. Amazing. It's getting better.
If I may ask, one read D3 and another D4.
Octave difference. It's octave.
So it's okay.
Yes, it's, remember this is D,
Yeah.
that's D. Same notes,
Yeah.
different octave, one up. So it's D3, D4. Okay. Now check my other D here.
The tuning.
So I'm looking for a D4. Spot point.
Slowly, you're nearly there.
Whose is this? Right. Okay, your, I'm not going to glue yours in because it's stiff enough. Notice I'm putting a little drop of glue on. I don't want the glue, when I put it on, to ooze out the side. Pick it up very carefully, put it down on the point, and then hold it down for a couple of seconds, and just until it's stuck. Once it's stuck, I remove that thing. The thick gel super glue allows me to hold it in position, and if it's a slight challenge, I can move it, and I slide it against the tape because the tape is my reference. So.
Is it fine?
It's fine. No, just the strings are twisted over. I think you can fix it up now.
Okay, let's where it's here.
Is it right?
Let me see. Yeah, I got it. Yes.
Okay, take it away, and you can tension up,
All
and
right.
then afterwards you can pull that off.
Ah, sweet.
Next.
Go.
Better. That's it. Done and dusted.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.